Yeah. Oh man, I didn't even get to hear the hook, man. That's it.
That's it.
Copyright.
That's it.
You know we don't own the rights to that music.
We don't own the rights to none of this, man. We don't own the rights to none of this. What's happening, man? It's Josh. I'm in the freezing Florida weather right now. I just need y'all to know this. I'm out here with a whole sweatsuit on. It's cold out here, man. It's like 50 degrees, bro. But anyway, a few of my friends want to say welcome to the cast. Thank you for liking, subscribing, checking us out. We appreciate y'all. And hope y'all had a blessed and happy Thanksgiving. But enough about that. How y'all doing, fellas? What's good?
Hey, man, it's another week in 2020. Hey.
Countdown begins, baby.
Man.
2021. We out of here. We out of here.
You know, hope it's gonna be somewhat different, but same show, you know.
Yes, sir.
Can't change it.
Well, you ain't no lie on that one. That's the truth. Boy, 2020 been something else. We in the fourth quarter trying to survive right now. Trying to make it to the end, get to that next year, get that 2021.
Got the
Oh boy, it's overtime. It's overtime, boy. Once that ball drop, it's overtime. It ain't no 2021.
Yo, we was in Q4 in like February, man.
You right.
Like,
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
It's your boy Chris Lee. It's your boy Chris Lee coming from the ATL. I just got off Thanksgiving break, eating a lot of leftovers, you know. It was a great time, even though I missed my dressing. I didn't have that homemade dressing. But, you know, I'm interested in having a great discussion with my fellas tonight, and I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, man, you got to throw them leftovers away, man. Real talk, man. I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
Right. It's been a couple days.
Worried about you.
They good till Friday. They good till Friday.
No,
Friday.
Nope. Hey, what do you say? Hey, look, Chris. You cook them Wednesday night. You eat them Thursday. Friday. Okay. Saturday, you really pushing it.
Sunday, they out of there.
Monday?
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, they out of there, fam.
Boy, it's Wednesday next week. Boy, it's almost a full week. You got the same food. We got worms in that.
Hey, before we get the rest of the introductions, quick story. So I go to my cousin came in town, my wife's cousin. Shout out to them. They came out from Mass and everything. It was wicked hot. Anyway, if you know anybody from New England, you know. But bruh, tell me why I said, hey, can I get one of them wings on the turkey to go? She said she threw them out, bruh.
She threw the turkey wings out?
Threw the turkey wing. She's like, oh yeah, this is like the best part of the turkey. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Are those your people or her people?
Her people. Don't ask that question. You know better than that.
Anyway.
Man. I can't believe you asked that.
He knew what he was doing.
Hey, Gavin, what's up, man? Holla at me, man. What's good, man?
You know what's good. Like I said, we in the fourth quarter trying to finish this strong. You know, happy Thanksgiving. You know, made it through that. I didn't get to go see my family, but that's all right. You know, they're taken care of. They got to eat on too. And just ready to keep it going, keep it live in St. Louis right now. Oh, and well, I ain't gonna put that PS5 out there. I know everybody looking for it. You know, you can get robbed in these streets. So if anybody stop by this house.
Hey man, let me get it. Hey, we're gonna talk offline, man.
Robbed him.
Hey, his address is 1234789.
Hey, the boy's gonna come and get him. Right. All black.
Right.
Hey, y'all need to watch out for that Cooper bait out there. Y'all see old lady, 68-year-old. She had what was it?
Oh yeah.
PS5, the coat, the gold chains and the Duce.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh, I gotta catch up on that one then.
Yeah, sugar mama.
Yo, what's up, Lee? Holla at me, man. Holla at me, baby.
Oh man, not too much. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Gavin talking about he got that PS5. I don't know what he gonna do with it. He getting 70 burgers put up on him and everything.
Oh, 70 burgers.
Oh yeah.
With the fries.
Hey, you better turn your computer systems off.
I don't need that for you, bro. As a matter of fact, hey, Adrian, was he supposed to buy me a PS5? I think that's my PS5.
But you had a heart and settled for a game.
I felt bad. I felt bad for it. I didn't want him to have to pay buy that $500 video game.
Hey, you better than me.
I'm just Adrian told me to take that man money.
Hey, a bet is a bet. A bet is a bet. But hey, anyway, Marte, get with me, man. What's good from my Texas people out there? What's happening, man?
Ain't nothing much. Just chilling out here, man. Out here staying warm, doing what we do. Trying to stay away from this Rona because it's crazy out here. But outside of that, man, just still trying to make sure to do things that it's giving me some self-care. So everything's cool out here.
Hey.
I finished the Legend of Korra, which was the second part of Avatar, so I'm done with my Avatar binge. Will say I rock with the Legend of Korra. They threw me for a loop at the end. I didn't expect it. But I'm messing with it. So I say definitely continue to check out that show if y'all haven't.
Hey man, I just gotta say I love the background. I just feel the whole Sagittarius just wave coming through. Speaking with my boy Leo Frank, you know what I'm saying? My boy Marte. I just and myself, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, Sag season is officially here. It's officially upon us. So salute that.
You know what they call y'all? You know what they call y'all? Valentine's baby.
Yeah, all that.
Love was there.
Hey, we're romantic, baby. That's it. We romantic.
The love below. You know
full of love.
Chris, what's happening, man? What's happening, man? From the A. Checking in from the A. What's good, man?
Hey, I'm just feeling really good right now, man. It's been a great week. I got some time to just Zoom call some of my friends and family over the holidays. And it's been a really great week. I'm still snacking on some of my leftovers. I don't know what they're talking about. But we're about to have a good show tonight, y'all. So stay tuned.
Yeah, man. So, hey, I'm just saying I'm glad you live by yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
That man got an iron stomach.
Yeah. So anyway, man. Hey, Chris, I'm actually like I said, checking in from Orlando, man. Y'all see I got on my background, man. It might be a little blurry, but I had to get them fours, man. They just dropped. That's what's happening in my neck of the woods, man.
Nice.
And
nice.
OG, everything. I just had to speak on it, man, and had to make that my background. That's one of my few pickups. One of my few pickups of the year, allegedly.
Right there.
And yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hit my boy Chris right back for Chris's Corner, man. We got to check in with you, man. Coming off the Thanksgiving, man. Coming off the turkey day.
I appreciate it, Josh. And I already told everybody I was eating my Thanksgiving leftovers this weekend, and I've been doing a lot of relaxing and resting. But while I was eating my leftovers, I have my music in the background, and the song for our theme song tonight, Money, Power, Respect, came on by The Lox. You got to respect it, especially from the East Coast to the West Coast. Money, Power, Respect. Everybody knows that song. It's a classic. So tonight, I wanted to bring to the fellas, which one is more important to you? Money, power, or respect? And in what order? I know for myself, I would go with respect, power, and money in that order. I say you go with respect first, because if people respect you, you'll be able to maintain a level of success all the way after you're through with your career. You'll still have a level of respect. Then I would say you go with the power. Power means that you have a level of influence over someone. You have a level of influence over what you create, what you own, and also the people around you. But with power comes jealousy and envy. So that's why that ranks number 2 for me. And last is money, because once you get the respect and you have the power, the money should last forever. So I wanted to kick it back to the fellas and see what they think.
Man, Hey, that's a good solid
Hey,
statement.
y'all fellas jump right in. I already know. I already. Hey, y'all got it. I love that, man. So money, power, respect. What you need in life.
You right. You right.
Go
with
ahead,
that.
Gabino. Jump in there, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I will go with power first. I mean, I get it with the respect piece, but I understand you can be broke. They can respect you, but you're gonna be broke. That was a little power. With little power, you're gonna get your respect. You're gonna be running things, you're gonna be making decisions, you're gonna be owning things. So the money gonna come. So I'm gonna say power my number one, then respect, and then money's gonna come when you got both of those, regardless of where you at, regardless of what's going on. But I'm gonna say power, because power, hey, in the corporate world, in the music world, in the professional world, it all matters. Power,
Military world.
What you
whatever
right.
Whatever world you want to be in, huh?
Right. They can
I see
respect.
that.
Yeah.
I see that. Okay. That's a perspective. Who else? Marte, I see you ready to say something, bro.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna take it a different route because I keep it under the radar. I'm real low key. Go ahead, throw me the money first because I can be strategic and make some things pop. And I ain't gotta deal with nobody if I don't want to, especially if I got all my ducks lined up in a row.
True.
Give me the respect next because then like I can just kick it with my guys and put my team on, put my guys on like what I got going, and like we can make some stuff shake and we'll be all good. Like the power piece, like that's last for me because like power dynamics can really get into can really cause some really hurtful situations and really cause like some clashes. So like I really go with that being last. Like I can have the money and respect and have a good life and be peaceful. I'd rather have a peaceful situation than have to deal with all that other stuff. So that's my order. Give me the money, respect, and the power.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that. Let me give you a quote from the late great Nipsey Hussle. All right. Nipsey said this: "You broke bread, you got chips now. A couple things you can't buy inside this town. That's love, that's loyalty, love, and respect. And you will get extorted out your check." You know what I'm saying? So now Jamarte said, power. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be power. You out there chasing loyalty and respect. You're gonna get extorted. So if you got that money, you got chips now, and you that dude. You ain't
can't
worry
come to
about
Cali. No, you can't come to Como. They told me I couldn't come to Como, man. They said I had to check in with you, eh? They said I had to check in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Nip said it. You don't want to get extorted out your check trying to chase that respect. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get extorted every time. They're gonna charge you. So power for me.
That's a strong argument.
No, sorry, money for me. Money and power, man. Money first.
Money first. Then whatever. So what's next? Whatever comes next, or what?
Whatever comes next. And if you got that money, everybody know you got them chips. You gonna wield so much power anyway. I don't need to chase power. I got money. Power comes with that. That's a twofer. That's a twofer right there. So
the respect first.
I'm gonna just say, Suge took that power. I'm just saying, Suge.
But look where he's at.
He took that money too.
So
right, but he took that money too. He rose to the top.
You said respect first, eh? Right?
I'm going money.
Money. You're going money as well. Okay, so Lee, what you going?
Okay, so I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go in reverse because I'm gonna go power last. Partly because of what Adrian and Jamarte was talking about. I feel like when you look at people in power in history, I don't know. I feel like people who like chase after power are it's like they have like some kind of complex where they just need people to like them or follow them. And I kind of feel like those people are weak, actually, when you chase after power so much.
Hey, absolute power what, Lee? Absolute power what?
Corrupts, absolutely.
Corrupts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. He threw me alley-oop. And so as far as money and respect, I'm going to do it interchangeably because I like what Jamarte said. You could, live like a hermit, got your money and you cool. But then respect, we remember the people that we respect. And so I think respect is a little long lasting. So actually I'm gonna go respect, money, then power, because respect lasts longer even after death. Money can't go with you after this life. That's where I'm at.
So we must be Illinois Sagittarius thing because I agree.
Technically, I'm a Capricorn, but
oh well.
First,
Okay.
first day, first day.
First day,
but
yeah,
we close enough. Yeah, I got both characteristics.
I'm the last day, right? And you're the first day. I'm the 19th.
Something like because it's the 21st or 22nd, different years. That's when it starts the Capricorn.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm the 19th. So anyway,
yeah,
I agree with you. Maybe it's an Illinois thing, but I was always taught hustle for your last name, right? You want to leave a legacy, and your name precedes you. Those are two principles that I live on. So I could be a bum somehow. I don't know how that would work, but if my name is respected, I'm always going to be fed. Somebody's gonna look out a meal, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next thing is money. Money is next. If you have a good name and you got money, you can make more money. If you make more money, you're gonna boss up and you're gonna have power. And people won't try to throw rocks at the throne, so to speak, because you're gonna already have that name, that respect in your city or your town. And he came up like me. So I see what Adrian's saying when we talk about Nipsey, but then I see what Chris was saying about Suge. It's like one or the other, because I feel like Nipsey had respect in the street, but he ended up dead. I feel like Suge took earned it, whatever. He was a respect guy. He was a power guy, right? And he's locked up in jail. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think it all really just has to do with what you do with what you have and what you use to get better, or whatever. And so I think that's a dope discussion. I'm good with leaving it at that. I think I don't think anybody's right. I don't think anybody's wrong in that. So
one more thing to add.
Yeah.
What's
up?
I mean, when you talk about power, I get it what you said, but at the same point in time, Suge maybe end up jail, but when you talk about throughout history, you talk about Napoleon, you talk about Caesar, you talk about some of these other folks that came to top.
What happened to Napoleon?
Yeah, but look at all those people.
Alexander the Great.
All them guys.
Look at all those people though.
Destructive.
And you heard what Jay said. Hey, Caesar didn't see it, so it ceased to exist.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you got to think about it. He didn't see it. Chasing that power, he got knives in the back.
Hey, Zuckerberg started football, but took what he had to take to get, do what he had to do to get there.
That's not
Zuckerberg.
power.
Yeah, he got money.
So, real tough.
No,
and plus he's not respected.
All right. So all right. We can talk about that all night. We can talk about that all night, man. So what I will say,
Napoleon complex.
One man that I believe has all three: money, power, and respect, is a cat named Mike Tyson, man. And what I will say, a lot of people were disappointed with the undercard. I was really surprised with the first undercard fight. I don't know if y'all watched the whole thing. A lot of people were disappointed with the fight with Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., but a lot of people don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We have a whole ownership situation happening with the Living Legends League. We have Snoop now coming into a commentator role. We have Lil Wayne, who was supposed to be flying in, but something happened with his flight and he couldn't make it in. So he was supposed to perform. He has part ownership in the Legends League as well. Somebody mentioned that Jake Paul and Nate Robinson only was paid like less than $1,000. But how many? But how many people do you know that get paid anything for their first professional fight? True. On a platform like that. So I just want to put all that out there to leave y'all to talk about a discussion on is ownership versus, again, the money, power, respect. I have the ownership, but I didn't get the money. I got the money, but I didn't get the platform. So I'll let y'all boys, speak on that, man.
I mean, when you talk about ownership, I'm gonna just jump right in there. When you talk about ownership, if you own it, you're gonna make the money at the end of the day. And I mean, when you start taking the levels, you got the NBA, the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball and stuff like that. They they make decisions. Their money moves power. A couple years ago, the NFL wasn't saying nothing about social injustice. They was pushing back, fighting it. Now all of a sudden, there's commercials about it.
Because they lost power.
Right. You're right. Lost power, but that ownership realized that they needed to make a change, and now they made it a change to put some more support towards that social injustice. Now they got it on the field. 2-3 years ago, you couldn't even have somebody sitting there and taking a knee, but now you got it on the field. You can't black that out. It's right there. By making changes.
Hey, bro, let's not even get it twisted. The businesses really still don't even care. Yeah. They're only making these moves because we're forcing them to make the moves. If none of these things would have happened, the businesses would have continued to do what they always done. True. So let's make sure that we know that morality and business do not go hand in hand.
Oh, not at all.
In most cases. Some cases, like you have a couple of business owners who are on the up and up, but for the most part, if it's a business, they're gonna just do what's gonna improve their bottom line.
There you go.
I'll throw that out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
In business, it's all about making that money. You're absolutely right. They felt that it was going to affect their bottom line in some way, shape, or form. I agree.
And just with that, I mean, ownership, I think everybody should start for some ownership, but you also got to know what you're doing, because I know a lot of people who have cell phone businesses, and man, when I'm trying to give these people loans, when I hear a cell phone business, man, actually, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, they ain't about to get no loan. Because there's so many people that don't know what they're doing in this country. So definitely have ownership, but also know what you're doing. But then, I kind of want to get back to Tyson, because I feel like he's got the respect, as something a little bit more recently with him gaining respect. So he's always had respect as a boxer, but as a person, like, he's evolving. He's maturing. He's, going within himself and having some introspection and trying to get better as a person. And so I feel like his level of respect over the years has just been going up and up and up. And so with that level of respect, is coming these different opportunities and the money that's coming with it and everything. And so, I salute Mike Tyson on what he's doing right now.
And I want to add on to that, Lee. I want to talk about the fight first off. So, we all know Mike Tyson started off as a boxer, and those fights were amazing on Saturday, man. Shout out to my dog, Nate Robinson, for even getting in the ring. But I want to talk about Tyson. And, Lee, I want to add on to what you talked about. You talked about respect.
I ain't shouting him out for getting in the ring. Nope.
Let's come back to Nate. Because we all got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're coming back to that. Brother.
Hey, we don't come back to that. But what I was saying about Mike Tyson, you talked about a respect factor. I think later in his career, that's when it's instead of respect, that's when he started to gain more power, because we know he was young. He came into some money, but he was taking on fights. He was doing what his promoter wanted him to do. He blew a lot of money. We all heard the stories about Tyson blowing through that money. So now, as he's gotten older, he's starting to gain more power. So now he's able to influence people around him in what he does. He has his own podcast. He has his own boxing entertainment company that he's seen now. So now you're really starting to see his power increase. And just for me in general, everybody's already hit on this. Ownership is key. So whatever you get into, just study and educate yourself, because a lot of people have one of these things, money, power, and respect, but they don't necessarily have all three.
Hey, man, let me throw something up. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, go ahead. No, I go a different route with we on the money, power, respect thing with Mike Tyson in regards to his boxing. I want to go a different route with Tyson. We've got one element that Tyson brings to the table. That's fear. There's always that underlying fear.
Now, is fear power or respect? Is fear more power?
It's power. It's power. A catalyst of power.
I agree.
It's a catalyst of power. If I don't know if you know the story of Mike Tyson hanging out with the Locks and the Rough Riders of Eve. I don't know if you know about that story. When he was on Eve, and I think it was Jadakiss and all. It was like, man, they thought they had to poke Tyson, to get him off Eve. It's just that it's like they admired and respected Tyson, but also had the element of fear. You know what I mean? So it's a combination. Tyson is a different dude, man. You don't know what you're gonna get if you piss him off, but if he likes you, he's gonna ride with you. Hence, look at the was it the Lil Boosie interview? Anybody else asking Boosie those questions, Boosie would have snapped on him. You know what I'm saying? But it's the element of fear and respect that he had for Tyson. But I think Tyson has used a good job. He's done a good job of cleaning up his image and using his new podcast as a catalyst. And this fight was also a smart move to launch his new boxing promotion, his new boxing league. So I think Tyson is smarter than we give him credit for, you know.
Yeah.
And I respect him for that. He does, and like I said, I respect him for it. So he has the. I think it's just Tyson's just a power and respect. I don't think Tyson. I like Tyson because he doesn't care about the money. For him, I think he truly values respect above all things. I think that's the one thing Tyson does value is respect. Yeah. You got it, Jamarte.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say a couple of things. Of course, like the ownership aspect is definitely what like I would like to lean towards as well. But the thing of like knowing the industry and getting some of those lumps as far as like getting some of those experiences of like how things operate, I think that's extra important too, because like, yeah, you can mentor like your seeds or whoever comes behind you and show them the ropes of what's going on. But if you don't understand how something works, like you can get finesse like real easy, right? So for me, like I would like to make sure that we still I would still hit up on that part of understanding like how to make things work, but then also work to the ownership aspect because ultimately we want to build that generational wealth so that we can be good, our kids and their kids can be good. But the only other thing I throw out there, like with the fear component that Adrian just mentioned, while it may give you like some additional power, like I think it also contributes to like some of the reasons why men in particular, like we have some communication issues every now and again, and relationship issues, and we don't really know how to like it's
show your emotions.
Yeah, like I think that really contributes to that. So like while it can be good on one hand, it can be absolutely detrimental on another. Because I was looking at a stat, bro. Men in particular, like since we don't communicate the same way that women communicate, like our survival rate goes down so much. Like I was looking at the stat, it says men, if we would communicate more, like our survival rate would go up 50%. And if we would engage in groups like this, like what we're doing now, and have like some real conversation instead of just having sport conversation, our survival rate goes up 50%. So I'm like, dang, just by talking about our feelings and being vulnerable, we can live like we have a much higher chance of living. So yeah.
Ain't soft.
Yeah. Man, hey, I think that was an excellent point, man. That's an excellent point, man, for real. But that's what we do. We can't have real chat, right? We gotta do that. That's how we.
I ain't with that,
right.
man.
But long as we take some, you know, we're gonna give you a shot, right? We're gonna give you the shot, but as long as we absorb, you know what I'm saying? That was real chat, man. What's up,
bro? You gave me a flashback of high school football. We had a coach. He used to always call everybody soft with a hard
T.
Hey, talking about soft,
with a capital T.
Talking about soft. Who in the chat is the Nate Robinson of the group?
We back to Nate. Hey man, hey, we about to go into overtime with this for real, man. But let me just go ahead and man, Nate shouldn't have gotten that ring, man. I'm sorry. Nate shouldn't have gotten the ring, man. Look, I've been doing boxing passively for like the last 3 to 4 months. Bruh, he couldn't have been working out for 6 months. He just couldn't have. I mean, but with the money that he's got, with the access that he had access to the money team. That was embarrassing, bro. I'm sorry. And you know, they do say that, you know, when you get in there, you revert to your whatever your instincts are.
Yeah.
So if that's his instincts, you know, it is what it is. I feel like Floyd came out with an apology, or not an apology, but just saying like, oh, we need to support him, which I agree. But what I do disagree with is being unprepared for the moment. And if he did his tape and watched any film, he knows that Jake Paul is on the come up. That dude is serious about the craft.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about boxing, it is about respect. Like Adrian said, you know, I do agree that Mike Tyson, like, again, back to what I said, his last name precedes him. Even though he went to jail, he lost money, he lost millions. There's a fear factor and there's a power factor and a respect factor when he did not have money. So there's something to be said about that. I'll leave that there. But I did want to also mention is that Marte, you said something really powerful, I believe, and you said you talked about survival is the key to money, power, and respect. I really truly believe that. I believe a lot of these young brothers out here that are dying in their 20s and their teens, throwing their life away, going to jail. Man, this is a marathon, like Nipsey said, man. This is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. It's not cool to die. It's not cool to get locked up. So all that to say, money, power, and respect, that money is going to come. But as long as you can survive and live out here and stay dangerous, so to speak, smartly, I think you're onto something. So with that said, I think we can just go ahead and go into a man that's learning to survive. Adrian, you have something you want to say? You look like you got something to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man.
I don't want to do that to you. I ain't gonna do that to you, brother. I ain't gonna do it to you.
It's to add to your point with Nate Robinson. Y'all be honest. Y'all seen a lot of NBA fights. Can't none of them fools actually fight. They be swinging for the fences. Don't be hitting nothing.
Hold me back. Hold me back. Hold me back.
But
Come on, man.
You know, he got paid, I think it's 600 racks to get in that ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a come up. But yeah, I agree.
That's his debut fight. If you think of it like
hospital
that,
bills
that's his
now.
debut fight. Come on, man.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of boxing, and he was, far as you know, technically sound, skill set, and his spatial awareness in the ring, he wasn't ready.
Nah,
he shouldn't have been
But
at all.
there's a lesson to be learned in that, because I mean,
Don't fight.
at first I thought that he was just well, I think it's with Nate, because at first I thought he was just like unprepared, and because you saw the way he was just going in and swinging wildly. He did knock somebody out of the club when he was in the NBA, but no.
Is it safe to say he just can't fight?
In the streets though he could, because he knocked somebody out of the club a few years back. But the thing is boxing, and so I saw him training, like some of his training videos. Boxing. They were teaching him the techniques, and he was doing it. But he was only doing it for about 6 months, and so he didn't have that muscle memory. And so, what I was gonna say, the lesson is that you got to really fully be prepared before you jump into something. You might jump into something thinking that you got to get a little research.
But they are practice players and game time players. He was a practice player in that gym.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. He wasn't. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's got to go at it, especially something like boxing. You got to go at that a little bit longer, and so that stuff starts to become, second nature. It's muscle memory. He wasn't doing that. Even though he's training hard, he wasn't doing it long enough.
Playing for keeps. You stepping that ring, the boys playing for keeps, man. This ain't no joke, man.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is why he lost. He saw a white boy in that ring. He thought he had an easy victory. Yeah, he got whooped.
Yeah, and all of his training went away. When I think the same thing. I think the same thing happened. What's
that Mike Tyson quote? Everybody got a plan until they get hit
until you get punched.
His plan went out the window.
But he got hit in the back of the head.
And he got up on his head like that. The ref should have ended that fight earlier.
Jamar, he said, Jody, you hit me. That's what he.
Hey man, the Martin memes. Did y'all see the Martin memes? The funny thing is, he looked just like Martin near the ropes.
Man,
they should have ended that fight earlier.
I agree. And to Adrian's point, like, he didn't have a plan. After he got knocked down the first time, you could tell he was angry.
He was out. He is out of it.
And he didn't, he didn't get his balance back. He didn't really have a plan, But I love Snoop Dogg's commentating.
He's the best commentary man. Shout out to Snoop. He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing on that. Hey, he said Nate Robinson got on basketball shoes.
Hey, Snoop about to get a deal, man. Another deal. This dude is just talented, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
He commentated basketball. He did the Animal Planet before.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's good at it.
He's cool with Martha Stewart. Like, this guy.
He had his own show, Doggy Fizzle, Televizzle.
That was good.
He building that ownership. He building that ownership.
He did the history. He did the history of the stocking cap on that show.
Oh, yeah.
That was a gag.
Hey, but
yeah, man.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
But I was gonna say, just you saw two different type of people. Like when you talk, just to bring you back to one last point on how Adrian was talking about that fear. When you saw Mike Tyson in the ring, I thought he was in better shape than Jones. Like real talk.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He came in and he became the animal he used to be.
Yeah, Jones had that gut.
Yeah. Like
he took one in the kidneys, boy.
In the interview, he was holding his ribs.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference between them.
But you see, Roy came with that rangefinder. He didn't want to get too close because he didn't want Tyson to hit him in the face, so he taking all them body shots. He paid for it.
He did. He turned around and swung like this.
Hey, Tyson could have been. Hey, listen, if you go back and look at Tyson, could have been knocked him out.
Oh yeah.
But he let up.
He wanted to make it. They wanted to make this
last a little bit.
And again, this shows the growth with Mike Tyson. I will say, with the whole, I think Adrian, you spoke on the Boosie situation, and it was funny. But I know one thing. I respect it. I don't feel like Boosie lost any ground in that. You know what I'm saying? He stood his ground. He kept it G. But I think it was needed for him.
Yeah.
To help him understand you can't just pop off and intimidate people, which I think is a huge key, a major key from what Mike Tyson's growth is. And a side note from that whole thing, allegedly Mike Tyson's daughter wanted that meeting to happen, that interview to happen, because she's in the LGBTQ community, and she wanted to have dialogue, which didn't make the actual, you know what I'm saying? We didn't see that, but apparently, can you imagine you have having a discussion with somebody and they daddy's Mike Tyson and you like, you can't, but apparently Boosie said what he had to say, held his ground, and he didn't get knocked out by Iron Mike, man. So salute to that. Salute to Boosie, keeping it G. But y'all good on that topic? I'm good on that topic.
Yeah, we good. I'm good.